Hi, this is Nellie Gardner, and I'm really happy to show you some of my wonderful tools today. I used to garden sort of as an amateur, and then I stepped up to doing it as a profession, and I really needed good tools because I was hurting myself all the time with my bad tools. And so I'm going to show you some of the things that I got rid of by buying some expensive tools, but then I didn't have to go to the expensive doctor. So I had tendonitis, and I don't know what that was for, but whatever, my back. I had a whole bag of this type of appliance and would spend like, my copay was like $60, and I'm like, I'm just going to buy some really good tools and do away with these things. So now I have no injuries and I have a much better time gardening. I'm going to show you the 3 things I love the most that you can just basically stick in your pocket, go outside, and you're good to go. And then I'll show you a few more advanced things if you do a little bit more in horticulture. So the first thing you've got to have is a good pair of clippers, right? Everybody's got to have a good pair of clippers. If I went next door to my neighbor, they'd probably have these. In fact, I got these from my neighbor. I said, what do you have for tools? And I want to show you how these cut. First of all, they hurt my hand and they're really big. So I'm already getting tendonitis, okay? I already got to make an appointment at the doctor's. We're going to try to cut this forsythia branch, which isn't hardwood. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Okay, see it bending? It's bending. I can't, oh, I did it. So I did it, but it's all rough on the edge. All right, let's try it with a pair of ARS pruners. These are my preferred pruners. They're actually a little bit better than Felco, I believe. They're made in Japan. Felco are made in Switzerland. Both good tools, but these are a little bit better. Cut right through. Easy peasy. And look at the cut. This cut for the ARS is clean and this is rough. So you're not only hurting yourself with these 2 bad tools, you're hurting your shrubs and trees. Okay, so these are the best tools. They have a wonderful beveled edge. They also have really hard steel. They have replaceable blades. And next time I'm going to show you how to sharpen these. But these are really, really great. Plus they fit your hand. Look how nicely they fit your hand. So no tendonitis there. And for all your ladies out there, these are the best clippers. This is a nice pair too. They're a little bit smaller. They're also ARS. And I also have this wonderful pair of fruit pruners, and these are great for cutting flowers. Also, you know, very hard steel, a great beveled edge, and just the way the ergonomics of the tool is designed, they're really easy to use and just very balanced. Okay, so that's for your hand tools. Stick those in your back pocket. And we're going to go to the saw. Once you've got past about 1/2 inch, you're going to want to use a little saw. So for, you know, for like light pruning, you use the clippers. And then if you want to get into some bigger pruning, if you're going to cut down some forsythia or something, you might want to use a saw like this. Now, let me show you. This is a really handy saw because it can fit in your pocket. But look at this blade compared to this. Well, first of all, look at the size of this. This is what most people have in their garage as a saw. Okay, look at the teeth. The teeth of this Japanese pruning saw are so much more efficient. Has 3 cutting edges and no rake teeth like this old saw that most people have and that has been used for centuries. Yeah, it'll cut, but this just cuts much easier, much faster, and look how small it is. You can just fit in your pocket and do 10 times as much work. Okay, so that's the right saw to have. This is a replaceable blade. So once it's dull, which for me takes at least a year. So for most people it would probably take a little bit longer if you don't use it that much. And this is another one of the same type that's just a little bit bigger. So this can still fit in your pocket. And these saws are ARS. Very efficient, wonderful saws. And the last tool in my 3 essentials is a digging tool. Now, who doesn't have this trowel on my left? I got this from my neighbor too, by the way. And this tool on the right is what we call a Japanese farmer's knife or a hori-hori. It has inches marked on it. It's stainless steel. It does not bend when you dig. These trowels, the old style trowels, a lot of times the steel is not that hard and it bends. Doesn't have any measuring on it. And it also contacts a lot of ground. This has a sharp point on it. You can use it for planting, for dividing perennials, weeding. It's a wonderful essential tool, and mine is full of dirt, so you can see I use it. This is all I use really for gardening unless I need a shovel. So that's my essential digging tool. Now I want to just show you a few larger tools for other specialized gardening projects. Okay, so who doesn't have a hedge trimmer? Lots of people have these, right? This has enough steel to build a car. When I hold these, they're so heavy, it's already hurting the muscle in my arm. And they're very inefficient. They have like club-like blades on them. I'm going to get rid of those. We're going to bring in the ARS hedge trimmers. Look at these beauties. They are aluminum alloy, and they slide together perfectly. They have this really nice bevel on the edge, very hardened steel, replaceable blades, and they're just lightweight and balanced. There's something about the balance of ARS tools that makes them very easy to use. Those are the best hedge trimmers. You can also cut down perennials with these and any like small brush. So those are perfect for that project. Then if you want to step up your game a little bit and prune a tree, like an apple tree or something, you might want to use these hedge trimmers, or these loppers, sorry. These are a step above like a small saw, and you can cut probably a little over an inch with these. These are wonderful loppers. Again, you have the nice bevel, have the hardened steel, replaceable blades, and I use these to prune an orchard every year, and we really have to sharpen them once or twice. My friend Christine always borrows them from me, and I'm like, get your own loppers. So she finally did, and now we just have the same loppers and are always confusing them when we work together. So that's your loppers for pruning some heavy duty stuff. And then the last thing here I want to show you is this saw. This is for some serious projects around your landscape. So if you have something big to cut down, like 4 or 5 inches, you might want to use this. It's one of the bigger ARS saws, but as you can see, it has the same aggressive teeth. Be careful, they're sharp, you don't want to cut yourself. But this is really great for anything large you want to cut down. So thanks for watching, guys. And next time we're going to do sharpening and cleaning and taking care of all your wonderful, beautiful ARS tools. And follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.